Do you think you've achieved your motive now? This marriage will prove to be the biggest mistake of your life.
Do not make the mistake of considering my compulsion as my weakness. I don't expect anything from this relationship. Hence, I have no fear of losing anything. I just got married to you. I haven't become your slave.
Stop! Although you have entered our house, I will allow you only to stay on one condition.
What's the condition?
That you will have to sever all your ties with your family and, well, I mean the fraud Munger family. And you will not talk to them. You won't even think about them.
Then even I have a condition to make with you. Every daughter-in-law and daughter of this family must also sever ties with her mother's family.
Hey, want to watch this in your own language subtitle? It's super easy. Just click the CC button. If you're on your phone, tap the CC button above. If you're watching on a TV or laptop, click the CC button below. Choose your language, English, Arabic, French, Spanish, German, and many more. And enjoy the series your way.
Is my wife awake now?
I have, and yet it all still feels like a dream.
This is no dream, but reality, my love. This is our world. It's just you and me. Go freshen up, and then we'll have breakfast.
Okay.
Yes, Mom.
Where are you?
There was a fire in the workshop, remember? I'm handling that.
Well, a real fire has started in here. Do you know? The scene that was happening at Angad's wedding?
Oh yes, I saw that. 𝐶𝐕𝐄 ran away from the wedding, and some other woman sat in her place.
Yes. But do you know who the other woman was? Do you know who they conned into doing it? It was Sahiba, wasn't it? And then my dad he had her and Angad married by force. Now the younger sister pays for the sins of the poor older sister.
What did you just say? Sahiba is 𝐶𝐕𝐄's sister?
Yes. Isn't that breaking news?
How can this be? Sahiba runs a small shop. She's poor. So 𝐶𝐕𝐄 is also from a poor family. And 𝐶𝐕𝐄 lied to me.
What must we do about the ceremonies post the wedding? Finding the ring? Are we not going to do it? Tell me, what are we going to do?
I do not wish to do anything with this girl. And besides, life has played a foul game with me. No longer do I wish to play any game.
Fine, my dear. If you do not want it, then we will end the ceremonies here. We have had enough. Let us head back to our rooms now, all right, everyone?
I want to tell you all.
What is it, my dear?
She will not be staying in my room. Brother? Then where else would she stay? Or sleep? I don't know. All I know is that I don't want this filth in my room.
I don't even want to be in that room.
Then where should I take her, sister-in-law?
All of the rooms are already occupied by the guests and friends who came for the wedding, isn't it?
Tell me, where should Sahiba stay?
There are the servant quarters. I'm sure that there must be some room vacant there.
Angad, how could you even say that? Sahiba is now a member of our family, not a servant.
I do not accept her as a daughter-in-law. She's only here because of my father-in-law. So no need to call her that. Not in my presence, at least.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm from a middle-class family. We've been taught to adjust from a very young age. And I will adjust.
Of course. You won't have any trouble. You must be used to that way.
No. This is not how it was at my house. If we had a guest over at our house, then we'd first serve our guest before we thought about ourselves. And made sure that the guest was comfortable. You are all so worried despite living in such a mansion. It is rightly said, more than having a big house, one should have a big heart. Anyway, forget it. I will manage myself.
Quite a mouth you have there. Let me see how long you can stay here.
And yes, do not be mistaken. Your words, they have no effect on me or anyone else in here right now. So you need not go crying to father-in-law about it. You do not even deserve what you're getting. Not a single bit of it.
Mr. Brar, what have you done today? She has just entered the house and you interrupted me directly in her presence.
Well, tell me, my dear. Why didn't you ask Manveer to conduct the ceremony today? You always said that the traditions of this family can never be destroyed, and nor will they fade away with the time that passes. So then what happened today?
Can't you see we've been deceived? Those people have lied and cheated our entire family. And I did not say anything, since I do not approve of this marriage for Angad, nor am I pleased by it. And I truly understand Manveer's rage well. I do not think that Angad wanted to marry that girl from the beginning. It was actually your decision, right?
Today you have proven it yet again. That no one knows me better than you do.
But do you actually know how totally wrong your decision is that you made under pressure of the media and the society?
Jabjot, I do not fear the world, nor do I care about the media. And we were not at fault. Yes, we have been cheated. The bride was changed, that's it.
Then why did you take such a drastic decision? Why did you ask Angad to marry that girl? What did you say to him that he actually agreed to the wedding?
Whatever I told Angad was absolute nonsense. But I had no choice. I know that he understands the language of business more than the language of love. So I explained it to him in a way that he understands. He finds luxury attractive. He doesn't understand the soul. I can understand one's intention merely by looking at him. And I had seen Sahiba. I saw her attitude. Jabjot, she is a diamond. And the Almighty has given our family that diamond.
Are you sure that you are not wrong about this?
Are you doubting my discerning eye?
Anyone can make mistakes, Mr. Brar.
Absolutely. Like how I was going to make a mistake today.
And what about Angad's life? He is in love with Sirat and completely despises Sahiba. And our child's life got ruined.
I have no idea why you're unable to see what I could. When she entered our house for the first time, she turned my room into a divine place, just like a temple. She knows the importance of family relationships.
Relationships that are rebuilt have to face issues, right?
Yes, I agree. They do struggle with some issues. But if there is affection, that bond becomes all the more stronger. No matter how bad the situations are, we shouldn't lose hope. Someone may come and mend the relationship.
I feel that Sahiba will mend several broken relationships of our family.
No, Mr. Brar. Today, for the first time, I have to disagree with what you're saying to me.
It's okay, 𝐻𝐻𝐿. Your disagreement won't continue for several days. One day, you will tell me that I was right and that you understand. You will say that my perspective towards Sahiba was actually right. And also, I didn't stop you while you were talking to Sahiba. I supported you.
What happened, Gary? Why are you so angry?
Because I got to know about your reality. Won't you ask me what I know about you? Tell me. How wealthy are you? How reputed is your family? How many businesses do you have? Come on, speak up. You tried to betray me. You tried to cheat me, right? You fraud.
Enough. Don't shout. How dare you say that I betrayed you? Huh? Me? Huh. If I'm a cheater, what about you? You betrayed your elder brother. You eloped with his prospective bride. And now you're blaming me for betraying you. Also, listen. If you talk to me in this tone once again, Gary, I'll teach you a lesson. Also, don't blame me for everything. If you repeat this, I will give Angad a phone call and tell him everything. I'll tell him who I eloped with and the reason. Honestly. What happened, Gary? What are you thinking?
Well, that was quick.
Yes, they have a very bad washroom. Even the geezer's not working. But why are you staring at me so weirdly?
I wasn't staring. I'm admiring your beautiful face. I was wondering how God could make someone so beautiful.
Aww.
You try manage for now. I'll talk to the manager and get it fixed.
Okay, I'll manage.
What just happened there? Gary disconnected the call without saying anything. He's being really weird now.
Sorry, Mom, we got disconnected. You were saying something? Sahiba is 𝐶𝐕𝐄 sister? How is this possible, Mom?
Anything is possible, dear. You check the internet. There's an entire article about them. Angad Singh Brar married a simple girl, Sahiba 𝐶𝐕𝐄, a girl who runs a small art shop, doesn't she? And my dad he made Angad marry Sahiba. And Angad was crazy in love with 𝐶𝐕𝐄. But my dad made him marry his enemy anyway. I mean, honestly, think about it. We have to admit that 𝐶𝐕𝐄 is sharp. Because just think about it. She went ahead today and she abandoned a good man, just like dear Angad, and well, eloped. She eloped with another random guy. I'm sure that she's trapped a wealthy little chap. Santosh's daughters, well, they're going to ruin the lives of every man they marry. I'm really concerned about that man too, because, well, it seems that she's eloped with him. Ruining his life, hasn't she?
Yes, Mom. He made a serious mistake.
Yes, but let's ignore it. I mean,
Why should we bother about it? It shouldn't concern us. She didn't elope with my son, did she?
there, ma'am.
Yes?
My name is 𝐒𝐕𝐄. I am the housekeeping head. Congratulations on your wedding, ma'am. You are very beautiful.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Bra Mansion. And you do not have to worry. Let me know if you need anything.
Great. That there is at least someone to welcome me.
What?
Nothing. Well, who all stays on that floor?
Mr. Gary, Mr. Veer, Mr. Angad, Mr. Jaspal, Miss Manveer, Miss Gurleen, and Miss Jocelyn. You might not have noticed it. Mr. Angad's room is very big and equally beautiful.
Is there any other room that's vacant? A room far from the others?
See? She has only just arrived in this house. And she's spying on us already. I don't understand one thing. Why is she asking everything in detail? Here on, I'll have a double lock on my room before I sleep. She may enter anyone's room and do something. I'll go teach her a lesson.
Hey, please. Sister-in-law's already bothered. Don't upset her more.
Veer is absolutely right. Spare her now. Everyone has treated her so badly, and I really don't like it at all.
She deserves it, as she did something wrong. Don't say such things to me. Angad married her only because of his grandpa's request. Had this marriage not happened, she, and also her entire family, might have got jailed. She must be punished for the mistake she made.
Sahiba didn't make any mistake. It's the family members who made the mistake. Her family members are the ones who lied to us. Sahiba's only telling the truth. In front of everyone.
𝐒𝐕𝐄,
Yes, ma'am.
what is going on? What is she saying now?
Ma'am, she was asking as to who lives in which room.
Why is she asking this? You were making tall claims a while ago. You said that you could stay in a corner. So what happened?
Sister-in-law? Come along with me for a minute. Sister-in-law, I know that you're quite worried right now, but I'd like you to listen to me. Let bygones be bygones. Now Sahiba is a daughter-in-law of this family, so we cannot let her stay in a corner. So why don't we open our hearts and let's give her a room in our house now?
Sister-in-law? You and Veer are too sympathetic towards her. If you have so much sympathy, why don't you keep her in your room?
No, that is not necessary.
She was making such tall claims.
Now let's see. Let's see which room she chooses. I'm just enjoying the sight of Angad's life being ruined. I mean, really, from here on, Angad, he won't be the old Angad who was a business mastermind. Angad will experience so many problems in his life. And he'll make people start saying that he couldn't handle his personal life properly. So how will we handle business? And Angad's hard-earned reputation will just begin to fade away. You should do well during this period. Do you understand, dear? We will manipulate this chance. And we will rule the Brar Empire, won't we? So you come back soon, my dear. Once you come back, we'll celebrate. We'll celebrate his defeat and our great victory.
Okay, Mom. Let's celebrate. I don't understand. Whether I should be angry at Sirat for fooling me, or be happy for Angad's life getting destroyed because of this marriage. They're both the same. Who knows what'll happen next?
Who lives in the room downstairs?
Grandma and Grandpa live in that room. The rest are guest rooms, and those are occupied.
Don't you have any other room here?
There is a storeroom, but we keep that closed.
This storeroom, is it close to Angad's room, or is it far from there?
The storeroom is very far from his room. In fact, his room is the furthest most room.
Very good. Then it's best for me. Show me the room, please.
Madam, how will you stay in the storeroom? The room is not suitable for you, ma'am. It's filled with dirt and garbage.
It's a room after all. I am just so happy that it's so far away from Angad's room. Hurry up and show me the storeroom.
As per Sahiba's standards, the storeroom is very good.
It's perfect for her. Just like we dump the useless stuff at a rubbish dump. She will live there like a useless member.
No. Exactly how can she live there?
Yes, sister-in-law, Thea is absolutely right. How could anyone live in a storeroom? That room is so full of garbage. All those insects and all those worms. How could anyone live in the storeroom?
Yes, she can't live there. I will go and talk to her.
Veer! You will not talk to her. She has chosen this life for herself, so she will face the consequences. And no one in this family will help her. Absolutely no one. That is my order. So let her stay in the storeroom.
Everyone in the family is against Sahiba. But she's facing everything so bravely.
Madam, please listen to me. You can't live in this room here. You are the newlywed bride, and you are thinking of living here.
I'm not thinking about it, Miss 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐆𝐒. I have decided. I will stay here.
Are you serious, madam? No one comes into this room.
What? That's great for me. This room is mine. Wait, tell me, will it bother anyone if I live here?
No one will have any issues except you, madam. There could be cockroaches and insects inside here. You won't be able to live here.
I can live here, Miss 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐼. Just do me one favor. Bring me one broom, a wiper, a brush to clean the cobwebs, and one mop.
But madam, please just...
Please, bring those for me.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
Madam, let it be, please. I can do it.
It's okay, 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐼. I have no problem in doing this at all. Anyway, I don't want you to get scolded because of me, and I'm used to doing chores. You just mark my words. I will change the look of this room completely.
Are we not eating from the same plate?
I'm very hungry.
This room is so horrible. I wish we stayed in some 5-star hotel.
Hey, Sirat, tell me something. Which do you think is the best 5-star hotel in Ludhiana?
Why? Why are you asking?
Baby, that's because I want to take you to that hotel which you like the most.
Well, actually, I find all 5-star hotels over here the same. Actually, I'm used to international 7-star hotels. The Hilton in Paris, and I also like London Marriott Hotel.
I thought I was the player in this game, and she's the follower. But she's played the real game.
Gary, where are you lost?
Nothing. You brought your passport. We'll leave India very soon. You remember I told you about our international branch?
I'm gone. I've not got my passport done yet. Oh, goodness. I forgot to keep my passport in a hurry.
I wonder how long I'll have to tolerate this drama queen.
Well, now, I'll have to get the new passport done with my new name. 𝐒𝐓𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐆𝐒.
Well then, I have to leave now. I'll be back soon,
Gary, please. Please don't go. I'll get bored alone.
I don't want to leave you and go either. But it's important that I do. I have to go. I'll be back soon.
Promise?
Promise.
we'll go to your favorite 5-star hotel for dinner, okay?
Sure, you greedy woman. Fulfill all your greediness. The one who eats at food stalls wants a 5-star hotel. Okay.
What's wrong with Gary? What's going on in his head? Perhaps I'm just overthinking. Sahiba got married to Angad? Married to Sahiba? What's going on? I'll have to find out. But how? Everyone must be back home by now. Let me call up the landline. Only Mom will tell me. Right. What shall I tell Mom? Where I am and with whom? And why I eloped from my wedding? No. How will I respond to her?
Hello?
Congratulations! I'm so excited. Oh, listen, Miss Santos, I'm just angry at you. We were all with you in every celebration and sorrow, but then you forget to invite us to this beautiful wedding. I mean, you didn't even tell us it was going to happen, did you? That's just really bad of you, isn't it, ma'am? Yes, after all, Lydiana's well-known jeweler is her co-in-law right now. Anyway, all of this, Miss Santos, tell me something. You wanted to get Sirat married into that family, so why is Sahiba married there? Come on, tell me.
Stop shooting these questions at me.
Oh, look at her now. All of you keep saying that I talk so much, but you know what? I'm just saying what we're all thinking. We all want to know what happened. And I mean, come on, by the way. Miss Santos, please, whether you tell us or you don't, well, everything, it was on the news, wasn't it? Do you know what? The entire colony is gossiping about your beautiful daughter's wedding. I do feel really bad because, well, there's nothing that I can do. After all, you can't shut everybody's mouth and make them stop talking. What are you going to do? Well, not everyone is understanding as Miss 𝐒𝐕𝐄 and I am. And, well, honestly, it's just so bad. Sirat, who you loved so dearly, who you were so proud of, well, she's just put your names to absolute shame. Oh, come on, Miss Nimi. How could you even say that? That she did this? That you put her to shame? I mean, please. Mind your words at least, will you, dear? You could instead say that maybe she eloped and that is what brought you disgrace. I am sorry, but, well, Miss Santos, it's just really bad. But one thing's for sure, if you really think about it. Oh, really? What is it? Well, the one who cheats you is always your most dear one.
Are you here to console me or to taunt me?
Mom?
Miss Santosh, your Sirat has done one such act.
Well, the elders have rightly said it that, well, beauty spoils the brain, doesn't it? Please. That's something Sirat has been through. Such a handsome guy in such a well-known family, and she's spurned off, isn't it? I mean, the Almighty knows who she eloped with on her day of her wedding and put her family to such shame.
Mom, hear me out. It's me, Sirat. Tell them he's not some jobless guy. Honestly. These neighbors don't have any better job, I guess. They're just troubling my helpless mom. So that means got to know everything. And Gary would have got to know that I've lied to him. Because of all this mess, I hope Gary doesn't mistake my true love to be fake. Oh Lord. Will Gary think all this is a lie? And Angad, what will he tell Gary about me?
Mr. Maan, what's taking so long to gather information about a girl?
Sir, my men are looking for Miss Sirat Monga everywhere. They're searching all the hotels, guest houses and lodges. But give us some time, sir. I'll give you the entire report.
Mr. Maan, you do whatever you want, but find out everything about that girl at the earliest. And one more thing. No one should get to know about it. The media may be after this news. You'll have to find Sirat before then.
Okay, don't worry, sir. It will be done.
Where's this dust coming from? Who is dusting off there?
It's me.
Stop it! You're just going on. You've been saying the same thing ever since you got here. Sirat has eloped. Sirat has eloped. Yes, she has. She ran so fast that she came first. Should I show you the medals?
Miss Sandoz.
Enough. Kulvinder, Nimi, I know what you're here for. You're here to taunt me, make an excuse of congratulating. I told you my daughter will get married into the Brar family, isn't that right? So it has. If not Sirat, it's Sahiba. My daughter, Sahiba, will rule there.
Oh, Miss Santosh, don't you mind about it. But it is shown on news channels that Sahiba has trapped Angad Singh Brar and got married to him. The Brars won't tolerate this insult, will they? Forget about ruling over there. You should be thankful if they let Sahiba even stay in that house. Oh, Miss Nimi, I feel really bad for Miss Santosh. That poor lady, just think about it. It's believed that when the eldest of the family elopes, the family will run out of luck. That's exactly what is going to happen, isn't it? Sirat she's put herself to shame by eloping in this way. She's brought bad luck on her family, and all of them as well.
Stop it now. Kulvinder, Nimi, that's enough.
What are you doing? Dude, I can't see. We're all standing in here. What?
I saw you, and that's why I did, ma'am. Isn't it strange? You know what happens in everyone's lives, but you're both unaware of your own children's deeds.
What?
Ma'am, shall I tell everyone where your dear daughter goes under the pretext of extra classes? Miss Nimi, shall I tell everyone what your adorable son does at the roadside shop every evening?
Just stop. Consider our age first. I mean, look at her. She's just being so insolent.
And I have learned this behavior from my neighbors, especially from both of you.
Do you even know why we're here? We're worried about sister-in-law. We're here to find out if she's okay. Otherwise, we wouldn't care. Let's go. Excellent one.
I have the same concern for your sons as well, ma'am. Stop peeking into other people's lives and look at your own life, ma'am. That would be good for you. And they pretend like they're innocent.
Almighty, please safeguard my daughter. I wonder how they will be behaving with my daughter living in their house.
What are you doing here?
Why? Do you have any better place than this for me?
Yes, there is. I'd even told you where it is. Servants' quarters.
I have come to know that this very storeroom is very far from your room. In fact, it's the farthest, further than the servants' quarters. Therefore, I've decided to stay here.
You're an expert in making up stories. And you hold expertise in fooling people. But I'm not going to be fooled by you.
I told her that we'd get the servant quarter vacated. But she told me that she doesn't want to displace anyone, sir.
That was your smart yet cunning move.
Miss Sahiba herself has cleaned this storeroom.
You see, I come from a middle-class family, and we live in a small and modest house. Even our houses are not as big as your storerooms. Hence, we know how to make efficient use of space, something you wouldn't get.
Well, that's good. At least you realized in this house, you deserve the place that's going to waste anyway.
Sister-in-law? I just brought food for you.
Who asked you to get this?
Well, she must be hungry.
You don't need to show so much concern. And she isn't your sister-in-law. She just said that she has come from a middle-class house. And she can adjust in a wasted space. I'm sure she can also adjust with her hunger then. Take this. Take it away. I would like to see your level of endurance. This is just the beginning. You will eventually progress towards even worse.
If you think that you're causing trouble to me by doing this, or if you're posing challenges against me, I apologize to say that it'll take you a very long time to break my endurance level.
That's fine. I have enough time to see you in pain. Come, brother.
Brother, please. Don't do this. She hasn't eaten anything. What if she falls sick?
So what? Why should we care?
Come on, brother. There's something called humanity. Sister-in-law. I mean, this behavior of yours with Miss Sahiba isn't right. You are wrong here.
She has wronged us. Don't lecture me about treating her with humanity. Stop.
Yes, sir?
Keep bringing water for her, or she'll be roaming around the house looking for her own. What?
Nothing, sir. It will be done.
I'm really sorry, sister-in-law. Everyone is troubling you. Ever since you have come into this house, you're being insulted. I'm embarrassed for this behavior. For my whole family.
You don't need to be. You have a concern for me, and that's enough.
I've never seen Brother Angad being so mean with anyone. He's just so mad at you. Otherwise, I cannot even imagine him restricting someone from eating.
That's fine. I am used to fasting. I'm not feeling bad for myself. I'm absolutely fine.
How can someone be fine in this situation?
Trust me, I am absolutely fine. Please go now. I don't want to cause any misunderstanding between you and your family.
Mr. Veer is right. Even I've never seen Mr. Angad behaving this way with anybody. In fact, he treats every servant as if they are a part of this family.
Please, don't worry about me.
I can sneak in some food for you, madam.
No. Oh, please. Oh, please do not do anything for me that would get you into trouble. You may go. I will manage. I wonder what my family must be going through. I will call my dad and find out if there's any update.
Why did you push me?
I tried to save you, but I think I made a mistake. I should have let you burn. That might have also burned your negativity to ashes.
ना जाने किस्मत के कैसे मोड़ पे दिल ले आया, चुभने लगा है हमको न जाने क्यों अपना ही साया। रब आप इश्क मिटावे, रब आप इश्क मिटावे।
I'm the daughter-in-law of this family.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
How are you doing, dear?
I am fine, Dad. But take the phone off of your ear. It's a video call. I can't see you.
Oh, really? Can you see me now?
Dad, keep the camera towards yourself.
But I am able to see you now. Am I not visible to you? My dear, I am worried about you.
Do not worry about me. I'm fine here. I have settled down. I've got my own room here too.
Did you have your dinner?
I have brought food for you.
Who told you to bring food for her? Here, take it away.
Yes, I did. I had dinner. Did you have dinner?
Now that I spoke with you, I'll have my dinner. Okay. And Angad, how is he? Please tell me that he's treating you well. Pam, I told you not to disturb me regardless of how important the work is.
Angad, it's me.
Mother, I'm sorry. I thought it was Pam.
You don't need to apologize to me, Angad. I can understand your condition. I just wonder how long she's going to bother us like this.
Dad, we haven't spoken much.
I see. Sahiba,
Santosh has been crying ever since she came back. She is more...
I don't want to talk to her. You understand why I decided...
I understand, my dear. But given a choice, even I wouldn't talk with her.
Have you heard anything about Sirat?
No, don't mention her. I have severed all ties with her. She has made a mistake, and you are being punished.
Dad, she has family. No matter how grave her mistake is. We have to find out as to where she is. It's important to find out if she's okay or not. But please do not worry. I will see what can be done. Tell Kirat that I'm missing her a lot. And yes, I will come to the shop soon.
You handle everything at your in-laws. I'll manage everything here. My blessings are always with you, my dear. I will pray to the heavens that you get the love and respect in your new house.
Angad, your anger is justified here. Had it been anyone else in your place, then I wonder what they would have done. But do not let your anger become your weakness, my son. Make it your weapon and use it against Sahiba because, well, I am your mother. I cannot bear to see you in this condition. You're so hurt, my dear. So please trust me now. I will fix everything. I want you to control yourself, dear. You need to be patient here.
Mother, whatever problems cropped up in my life so far, whatever the obstacles were, I have always bravely faced them. I have always won. And I'm very proud of it, and I don't feel embarrassed to say that. So I am proud of the fact that I made our family business achieve great heights. You know what, Mother? As I was winning in my life, I started feeling that I couldn't lose. I got used to winning. I thought I would never fail. But today, because of that girl and her family, and because of their betrayal, I had to witness failure, Mother. Whatever happened to me today, because of that, the respect and fame that I have earned all these years, it has been ruined. But now just look, I have tears in my eyes because of this family. And above all, because of that girl, Sahiba.
Do not waste your tears over people like her. They don't deserve it. And you never say that you have failed, my son, because you could never fail, Angad. You are my son. And we must not give that girl importance. So stop thinking about her. Just eat something and get some rest, dear. You didn't eat anything yesterday. So tell me, what will you have?
I don't feel like eating. Until I take revenge on that girl for my insult, I won't be able to eat a morsel.
How could I have allowed you to leave on an empty stomach? So I made tea for you, my dear. And also, I made some flatbreads for you.
I wonder if Dad has eaten or not. I wonder, was he lying to me?
Oh, where did my dear one go?
She ran away. She's missing. My entire life changed in a moment. I left my house to work. I wonder when I will be able to go there again.
Did you find anything out about Sirat?
Don't mention her. I've severed all ties with her.
The number you have called is currently switched off. Please try again later.
Speak to me at least once, Sirat. Where would she have gone? I hope she's okay. Should I call the police? What if she's in trouble? I should go to the police.
Well, I knew that you wouldn't be sleeping, my dear. Of course. How would you sleep? You must be missing your family. Actually, I was just worried about you, dear. So I came to see you. Could I come in?
Yes, come in. Please.
Sahiba, I know that you belong to a middle-class family, but you would have been living in better conditions. Even in your middle-class house, wouldn't you? As soon as you came here, your life has become, well, absolutely miserable, right?
Thank you for thinking about me. Thank you. But I don't really have any problem here. I'm fine.
Look here, I've come to tell you that don't consider yourself alone. I'll always support you in this house.
Thank you. I'm in this house. That's enough for me.
Okay, fine. Were you going somewhere else?
The police station.
Why? Who do you want to lodge a complaint against at there?
I'm not going to do that. I was going to file a missing persons complaint. I am just so worried about Sirat. I have to find her. I want to ask her as to why she did this.
So there's no news about Sirat? Honestly, I'm also worried about dear Sirat. I mean, she's beautiful and young, and what if she's in some sort of trouble?
That's why I was going to lodge a missing persons complaint.
Yes, you should, of course. But yes, don't go via the main gate. Go out the back gate instead.
Why so?
Sahiba, please. Whether the family is rich or if they're poor, then, well, what a girl should do and what she shouldn't, everyone tries to teach her. And while it's possible, they may not allow you to go out after all this drama. So that's why I'm telling you.
All right. Where is the back gate?
Why hasn't Gary come back yet? Perhaps he found out that Sahiba is my sister, and I have been lying to him all this time. Darn, what should I do now? I am in big trouble. Gary! What took you so long? You never make your beloved one wait.
Nothing, I had some urgent work here.
I've ordered your favorite Thai curry. Let's have it together.
No. You have it. I had my dinner.
Alone?
You could have asked me before ordering. You wasted so much food and money.
How can you have your dinner without me?
What do you mean? I was busy with work. I was starving, so I had it.
Even I was putting in so much effort. I got ready for you. And you didn't even look at me properly. My hard work went in vain. Honestly.
She's so beautiful, but also a fraudster. I must say, she is beautiful, but deceitful.
Oh, goodness. I think he found out that I am not rich. I was just pretending to be rich.
Are you planning to get me killed?
What?
I mean, you're already looking so beautiful. Moreover, when you get angry, you look even prettier. You know how I feel then, huh?
So Gary doesn't know my truth yet. So shall we start? Come. quickly. Else, very soon Gary will know my truth. Gary, I was thinking that we both...
What about us?
Let's get married. Let's do this. Let's go and tell the truth to our families tomorrow. You know what? I've read my horoscope. The coming week is really auspicious for me. Gary, please. Look, you're worrying for no reason. I know that your parents and your family love you dearly. They respect you greatly. They can't run their business without you. They'll just have to accept whatever you decide. I just want to be your wife, dear. Let's get married, please. Please, Gary.
Stop it!
Where are you going?
Your mistake is not a minor one. That you can atone for it by sleeping on the floor. I can't stay in the same room as you.
Listen, where will you go? I will go and sleep outside. You just stay here.
There's no need. I do not want any kind of sacrifice for someone to sacrifice my daughter.
Jewelers are known for being trustworthy. The bride and the groom have an absolutely unbreakable bond. And you're telling that woman who came here as your bride to go back home. Do you think this is not going to affect our business?
किस्मत ही फिर करे करम और बंदा पार लगावे इश्क उगावे इश्क मिटावे.
Who's here at this hour? Could it be her? She must be here to trouble me. You're here? At this hour? Everything okay?
Well, no, Angad. I had to talk to you. There's a big problem, you know.
You talk about marriage all the time. Marriage, marriage, marriage. You're like a broken tape recorder.
Why are you reacting this way? I didn't say anything wrong.
I'm really sorry, dear. There's so much pressure at work that I vented out my frustration on you. I'm really sorry.
Hey, it's okay. I'm sorry too. I should have understood, and I shouldn't have questioned you as soon as you came.
Sirat, your drama is useless now. I just have to think of how I can get rid of you. That too, in such a way that Angad and anyone in the family shouldn't get to know about my deeds.
Angad, Sahiba, she's not at home. She's gone missing. I just went for a stroll, and when I came back, I noticed that the storeroom's door was open, and so I went to check, and she wasn't in the room.
Answer, what can I do about it? Let her go. Anyway, the further she stays away from me, the better it would be.
Angad, please, think before you speak here. I know that the girl hardly matters to you, but, well, it matters to our society. Everyone knows that Sahiba is your wife. I mean, your wedding pictures have gone viral on the internet, haven't they? And you're saying that she doesn't matter to you? I don't don't want such a thing to happen, but just imagine it. If Sahiba is alone in some desolate place, then well, what would people think? We haven't given an official statement to the media yet. And as for the 𝐒𝐿 family, well, you know them very well. 𝐶𝐓 eloped on her wedding day. If this girl makes some other blunder, well, we can't face the public anymore, can we? I mean, you really should do something.
Listen, madam. Your sister has eloped from her wedding. She has also left a letter. How can we file a missing person complaint for someone who went away willingly? We can't file any case for this.
Well, sir, I agree Sister 𝐶𝐓 did this willingly. But we didn't talk to her ever since she left. There's no news about her. I'm scared that my sister might... Please, sir. Well, I need not tell you about the kind of crimes the young women endure these days. Please, sir, you have to find out where she is. Please, I request you.
Fine, madam. Submit your sisters and your details over there. We'll inform you if we find out anything.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
I've gone and stirred the pot. Now I just have to sit and enjoy the show.
Sahiba Kormonga. I think you still didn't realize where you're staying now. This is not your house in Shimlapuri or the manga eatery. This is the Brar Mansion, my house. Where did you go?